Hey guys, it's Duchess, and it has been quite some time. The last video I posted was 2 weeks ago, the weekend of my birthday, which was fantastic. We'll talk about that, we'll get into that. I want to apologize early on because I think if this was like a book or a TV show or a movie, this would be a filler scene. I have so many really great ideas for different builds and stuff like that, and I was really excited about this one because I've been experimenting with the platforms and thinking of really cool ways to use the platforms because I haven't really used them that much, and I'm trying to find cool things to do with them. And while I was in the middle of a class, I actually sketched out this design, and I thought it was going to be super cool, and it just didn't really turn out the way that I wanted to. It didn't turn out bad. I still really like it. I love tiny homes, but it's just not as great as I had envisioned. So this is just going to be a little filler episode in my long line of shows, chapters, whatever. And I didn't do a lot with it. The landscaping in the front of the house, it's okay, it's not my favorite, and I didn't even do the back. I just did the interior of the house and then I did the outside of the house, but it's okay, it's all good. So I hope everyone had a really great Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a safe Thanksgiving. I did not leave my house. I have a big family. There's 7 of us, myself included. 6 of us living in the house, and then my oldest sister lives with my grandparents, but she comes over every Wednesday and every weekend to stay with us. So we kept it in the bubble for Thanksgiving. So it's just my family of 7. We had a nice dinner, and then we did a family Zoom with the rest of my extended family who we usually see on Thanksgiving, but we didn't see this year because we wanted to make sure everyone was being safe. We all realized that at some point we could have just gotten tested, and if all the tests came back negative, we could have met up, but we didn't think about doing that. And honestly, even if that were the case, it was probably safer regardless to just stay home in our prospective homes and keep it in the bubble. So that's what we did, but it was still really nice. The food was fantastic. My dad does the turkey every year for Thanksgiving, even when we're with our extended family. He also does the mac and cheese, and so we had like 2 of the best courses, or the best dishes at our house, if I'm being honest, which is really nice. And then I always make a cake for Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's a strawberry cake, which I realize is not in season in fall or winter, but I started making those cakes probably like 10 years ago when I was 10, and I started making it with my dad. And then eventually I just took it over myself, and everyone really I think it started off as just like, oh, it's really cute. My little cousin or my niece, she made this cake and it was really good, so we'll encourage her to keep doing it. And then eventually, once I started making the cake on my own, I started moving away from the box details and kind of making it my own. And so now everybody looks forward to it. So I made the cake this year, and unfortunately it was really bad. Okay, it wasn't really bad, but I think, like I said, I was kind of experimenting, and typically if you follow the box directions, the cake will come out pretty dry. And so over the years I've been, sometimes using milk instead of water, sometimes using part butter, part oil, and stuff like that. And this year I decided to do all butter and no oil, and that was, and it was it was okay. I think I probably should have kept it cooking longer just because it would have come out more dense and a lot more moist, but I didn't. And so it was just, the texture, it tasted fine, the texture was just very weird, but it was okay because, like I said, it was just my family of 7, so nobody really cared that it wasn't that great. It still tasted fine. I ate it, my little sister ate it, my little brother ate it, and it was all good. But yeah, that's kind of what we did for, the only thing we did for Thanksgiving. We had planned to play some games together, but we eventually got really tired. We ate dinner, and then we had our family Zoom basically right after we finished dinner, and our family could talk forever. And so we all went into separate rooms because our family is so big, we couldn't really fit on one screen. So my parents were in the dining room, I was in my room with my little sister and my little brother, and then my other little brother and my older sister went to a separate room. And it was nice. It was nice to see everyone and talk to everyone, but we had talked for hours, and so by the time we finished, we were all really tired. I was on kitchen duty, so I had to do all of the dishes throughout the day, which was a lot. And our dishwasher does not work. It has not worked for years, for such a long time. So we have to hand wash all of our dishes, and so I had to hand wash all the Thanksgiving dishes, which included dishes from when we ate and from when we were cooking, and so it was just a lot. And by the time I finished cleaning all the dishes, it was like midnight, so I was not up to be playing any games. But yeah, that was my Thanksgiving. Also, the Saturday before Thanksgiving was my birthday, and I released a pre-recorded video then, so I didn't really get to talk about the things that I did that day. But I woke up and I got up and dressed because I was actually doing an Instagram takeover for my a cappella group at my university, which was really fun. I specifically chose my birthday because my life is so boring. I don't do anything except for play video games all day, so that would have been such a boring takeover. Plus, if I did it during the week, usually they try to do it every Thursday, or every Thursday or every Friday, but I am a music major, so I just have class upon class upon class all day, so it would have been so boring just to be like, now I'm in this class, now I'm in this class, now I'm practicing this song, and blah blah blah. So I wanted to do it on my birthday, which I got the okay, even though my birthday was on a Saturday and not a weekday, and it was really fun. So I woke up and I started doing the takeover, and I got dressed, got ready for the day, and then I kind of just relaxed until it was lunchtime. The original plan was I was supposed to go out and have a brunch with my sisters and my mom, but we decided to keep it safe and stay home. So my family did take out for Red Robin, which was really nice. I am not a vegetarian or vegan or pescatarian or anything like that, but because of a pre-existing medical condition that I have, I try not to eat a lot of red meat. I try to either eat fish or eat just like chicken or turkey or something like that. But I've been craving a burger for a really long time, and it's not a strict dietary thing. Like, I just choose not to eat red meat because it makes me gain weight really fast, and my condition worsens if I gain weight. So I try for the most part to just stick to chicken or fish, but I really wanted a burger. So we got takeout for Red Robin for lunch with the whole family, and it was really nice. I got like the royal burger or something like that, which is like bacon and a fried egg and like the whole works. It was so good. And then I had actually entered a singing competition that my studio does every semester. And for those that don't know what a studio is, if you are a music major, you are assigned to a specific professor that is the person that trains you, and whoever is trained underneath that specific professor, they're all in a group called a studio, and we have some studio classes and stuff like that. So my studio, we do this competition every year. Actually, my professor is on the board of the organization that puts on the competition, and so I tuned into that because we were hearing the results, and I actually got second place for the contemporary and commercial music category, which is basically just modern music. If you're a music major in what I do, we study opera and like classical music. So in this competition, it's mostly classical, musical theater, opera, stuff like that. But they literally recently, like last year, they added a contemporary commercial music category for people like me who like to sing non-operatic music. I like to sing R&B and stuff like that, which was really nice. And I actually ended up getting second place, which was really surprising because there were a lot of women competing in the category with me, and they usually keep it to different levels. So they have a middle school level, they have a high school level, and then they split up college for lower college and upper college. So lower college is freshman and sophomore, upper college is junior and senior. And so when I compete in the classical rooms, I'm in the lower college, but the contemporary music was just all older treble voices, so you couldn't be like a high schooler, but you had to be at least in college. So there's a lot of people competing, and I ended up placing above a grad student that is in my studio, which was really surprising. So it was a nice surprise, because obviously I wanted to place, but I didn't think I would place that high because there were so many women, and I'm just a sophomore, so I was relatively younger. But I ended up getting second place, and if you place for second or third, you get a certificate and a monetary prize. So I'm just waiting on that check. So then after I tuned into that, What did I do? I think I just played Among Us in random lobbies. A lot of my friends were busy, so I did a lot of fun birthday things with them earlier in the week or later after my birthday. So I just played Among Us in random lobbies, which was really fun because I found this really awesome random lobby that was so chaotic, but it was just so fun to play in. And so I played with them and I got their discords, and so now we're like friends. I do that a lot. And then what did I do after that? Oh, and then my sister was like, let's go get boba. That was like her birthday gift to me. There's this boba place near us that is so good, and I rave about it all the time because at my university there was a boba place near the music department and it was really good. But then when I had this boba place in my hometown, it was so much better. So she took me out to get bubble tea, and then we picked up Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner because I always have hot wings for dinner on my birthday because buffalo wings are my favorite food. And when I got home, I was really surprised. I knew we were having a big dinner for my birthday, but I wasn't exactly sure what exactly was. I just thought we were having dinner, so I came home and everyone was like, happy birthday. And my house doesn't have a fireplace, so something that my dad likes to do in the winter time, and my birthday is late November, so it gets cold, is he likes to put a fireplace on our TV. So he had the fireplace going, he had some jazz music going because I really love jazz music. They had a big happy birthday sign, and they were like, look what the sign says. And I was like, it says happy birthday. And they're like, look closer. I couldn't see because I wasn't wearing my glasses, but I looked closer and it had, each of the letters was a different house from Harry Potter. Because I really love Harry Potter. So it had all the Hogwarts houses. And then when I got to the table, they had a huge bowl of jelly beans because jelly beans is my favorite candy. And what else? They had plates and napkins that were also Harry Potter themed, and they got these fake tattoos from Party City, which actually lasted a long time. I'm pretty sure my parents still have them on them, and they've been trying to like scrub them off. I scrubbed mine off because I had to go to work, and I work at a school, so I didn't know if tattoos were allowed even if they were fake. But yeah, it was just really fun. And so we had buffalo wings and we had key lime pie, which is my favorite dessert, and we just talked and had a good time. And like I said, I'd been doing my Instagram takeover for my acapella group this whole time, so it was just a really fun experience. I thought doing the Instagram takeover would be really hard, but I think one, because it was my birthday, and two, I don't know, I just really enjoyed doing it. And so yeah, so up to this point I hadn't really talked about the house at all. Like I said, I struggled with this because I had such a great idea for the floor plan, but beyond that I had no clue where I was going. So I felt really lost when I was doing it, and then once I started it, I kind of just ran with the color palette and the general aesthetic that just came out, and it was just difficult for some reason to just like power through it. I don't know why, but I don't really like forcing myself on a build. Like if I don't like it, I won't try to just start over and go with a different plan, because then I'd probably just end up not completing it at all. That's usually what happens when I try to do that. So I just ran with the color scheme, ran with the colorful kind of Duchess-like aesthetic, and called it a day. And I actually forgot to do the kitchen, so I was when I was recording, I was doing the camera shots for the pictures at the end, and I completely did not decorate the kitchen at all. Like I had the countertops and everything, but I always make sure to have a microwave, a paper towel roll, the little drink thing, because I love having that, and I always have to have the container with the spatulas and the spoons. So I forgot to add that in real quick, and then we roll into some pictures. So despite my qualms, I actually ended up really liking it. I love the living room with the raised platform for the bedroom. I would love to have that personally. And then there's not that many shots because it's just the bedroom, the living room, the kitchen, and then the front of the house. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching that as much as I enjoyed making it. Have a good day.